Hey everyone, Super Saiyan Sanchez back here with another video, bringing you guys Cooler Final Form. This is a pre-owned figure. I had it on my shelf for maybe about a month and a half, maybe two. I've had it in my shelf, not really displaying it, but yeah. Let's go ahead and put them on the stand and let you guys check them out. Alright, let's go ahead and zoom in on that. Check them out. And just in case anyone ever wonders about me and the boxes, I just like to show off the box and show you guys what kind of poses there are on the boxes. And I think the boxes are pretty cool. Yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and take them off. We already saw a 360. Let's go back up the camera. Let's go take them out of the package. Alright everyone, so I did pull the Cooler out of the package, and here he is. Looks great. I love that he has a lot of battle damage scars all over his body. Definitely something that looks pretty cool. Alright, let's go ahead and put him on a 360 stand for you guys. He does have his tail does you have to attach the tail when he comes in on the package, so I went ahead and did that, but I'll go ahead and show you guys when I show you his accessories. Let me see if I can get him to stand. Alright, we are. Sorry about that. Alright, here you are. Alright, and we'll go ahead and see if we can do the quick zoom in. Alright. Looks much better. Yeah, man, the detail on him, it's pretty crazy. This is a figure that I've owned previously. I can't exactly remember how many. Maybe I had 2 or 3. I usually find a good deal, trade them, sell them. It kind of happens, you know. For me, I like to trade and sell my figure sometimes if I need extra cash or trying to put it toward another figure that I really want. So that's just me. I don't know how everyone else is with their collection. Some people don't like to sell, some people don't mind. So yeah, let's go ahead and show you guys the accessories. Sorry about that. Alright, and here's one of his other hands. He does come with an extra head. Go ahead and zoom in, you guys can see it better. This is his form before he changes into this form. He puts like a mask on over it. If anyone's ever seen the Cooler movie, yeah. Yeah, I like the eyes. I wouldn't mind seeing this figure in an updated figure from Tamashii. I know they're doing the 40th anniversary Cooler and Broly, so yeah. I would like to see an update on everything else on the figure. Alright, let's go ahead and bring in the hands. Alright. And you got the Barney hands going on. The color. No, they look good, man, they look good. His open hand where he could be gripping something or sending a blast to someone, which is pretty cool. Alright. For some reason I just noticed that this kind of looks more glossier than this side. More of a matte and then more of a little glossier. Maybe it might be like this for all the figures. I mean all the hands, I'm not sure. You can see the difference there. Alright. This is another set of hands. Looks more like he's gripping something. He could be grabbing Vegeta or Goku by the neck, which is pretty cool. Like I said, the Barney hands, the color is pretty crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I like the detail here. You can see everything. Alright. And he does have his finger where he could be. It's like similar to how the first form Frieza is. If anyone did see that review, you know, it looks pretty cool. He could be sending a blast or some sort of final move on him, on Goku, if anyone did see the movie. I always thought that Cooler was cool. I just wish that they brought him out more often. You know, I would like them to make him canon. I'm not sure if they said that everything is canon now. I'm not 100% sure on that. Alright. And this is the other foot that he does come with, other feet that he does come with. And he does have, it does look like he's gripping something. He could be gripping a rock. That's something I have to invest in, trying to get some some figures with some sort of I forgot what that's called, effect pieces, you know, like where I've seen some by Tamashi's, by Bandai in general, where it's a blast piece in the middle, it's getting hit by something. It's like I know people try to recreate the scene with Yamcha dying, which is pretty funny. All right, so we'll go ahead and put up the camera. All right, let's go ahead and take off cooler off the stand, let you guys take a look at them. I know we did a little closer, but let's go ahead and do more in here. Let's go ahead and zoom in on him. All right, and man, his I definitely love the detail here. Like, it's definitely one of those figures, the top-notch figures. Everyone that I've seen had this figure. They tell me they had a great experience with it. It's a great mold. You could do a lot of poses on here. I'm gonna zoom out. You could do a lot of poses on this with this figure. Also, I forgot to show you guys the tail. I'm sorry about that. Let me go ahead and do that now. All right, so you would pop the tail up, a little pressure. Sorry about that. Forgot to show you guys this. So I pop the tail back in. Oh, sorry. All right. And I just noticed that his that he does have some, I guess, red right here. I'm not really sure what that is. Some sort of a rub off of something on here. I'm not really sure. Like, this figure is pre-owned, so maybe the guy who I bought it from might have been. I just saw some stain. It's like a stain or something. I'm not really sure what it is. He could have had him in the display. I might reach out to him and tell him, ask him about that. I do like the glossiness right here on the front. It looks pretty cool, and just the detail in general with the figure. Let's go ahead and move it. His tail does the 360. He does have the extra piece right here where he could move. He could rotate. All right. And his I would assume because of this part on his body, you couldn't do as much so much of the rotation or being able to move around, but he does extend out, and you can't see this. He does all this. That's what I do like about the figure. And these are pointy. It's pretty cool. All right, let's go ahead and get some ideas off the first let's get some ideas off the first for the first pose on the back of the box. Let's go and check them out. All right, he does have one when he is powering up. He is pointing, might be pointing at Goku. Kind of basic poses here, nothing crazy. But this is definitely up there for me. Just being able to see what you can do with him, this is definitely amazing. I did have him in this pose. I remember maybe a year ago or two. I know I had this pose on before, but let's go ahead and give him a good pose. Let's go ahead and do him when he's powering up. It's kind of basic. Let's go check him out. All right. It's not gonna be nothing too crazy. We'll go ahead and turn his tail. Put his feet out just a little wider. He's powering up, nothing crazy. Alright. And here we are. Quick pose, nothing crazy, like I said. Something that everyone can do. It's nothing too hard. That's exactly why I like this figure, because he doesn't make it so hard. I know he is. Let's go ahead and make his feet just a little wider. Have his hands extended out just a little more. And the thing I like about his tail, it helps out a little bit. Let's go ahead and zoom in. His tail does help out a little bit, just being able to balance. So that's the best part about the figure. So he's a little stocky, so I know that this figure is anyone does have a bigger figure, it could be a little, it could fall over because of how top heavy it is. And of course he does have a little more weight on top just because of this whole thing going on right here, but his body armor. But great figure in general. It's pretty cool. And I like that I don't know, I just like the size of the figure. He's pretty huge, and I like the detail there. I like the shading. The shading right here in the legs, thighs. It's pretty cool. And they don't really do this too much with newer figures now. They don't do as much shading as I would like them to. But I know it's kind of a common thing Sometimes maybe it's the quality of the figures going down, or maybe it's just that they want to add more accessories, so they're not trying to do as much shading on certain parts of the figure. So I can understand that. All right, let's go ahead and go for the second pose. That was pretty simple, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep the camera rolling. Let's go ahead and try out a different pose. Let's see, we're gonna go ahead and go for this one where he is kicking. Sorry if you guys can't see that. And with that pose, he is his feet are changed on this one. Let's go ahead and try this out. Hopefully everyone did catch that that Gogeta I posted. I posted in my I posted in a post inside my YouTube post. If anyone did catch it, I definitely recommend to go see it. It's pretty cool. They just announced it. I know Demoniacal Fit. A lot of people have already done Gogeta. This was Super Saiyan hair, and I'm really hoping, since they are doing a Gogeta, that we're gonna go ahead and see Janemba. So I know everyone's been asking for Janemba for years. It's kind of up there with Tamashii. They asked people what they want in surveys, and a lot of people have mentioned Janemba. He hasn't been made, which would honestly be great. I've seen customs. It's pretty cool. It's a figure that everyone wants. I'm not asking for it, but if it's out there, I'm down. We already seen Gogeta right here in the back, along with the Brolys, for the movie. So now since they made him canon, I'm hoping that Janemba, we do start seeing more stuff in a future movie. I'm down to see something new. Yeah, all right, let me just go ahead and do this. And did anyone go ahead and catch the new 4.0 pitch images of Krillin? There's new images of him going around. I know I posted stuff a while back, but it just looks pretty cool. Like the new images I saw, they're showing comparisons of the height. I did try to post it, but I was having issues because the photos were kind of some of them were wider than others, so it was kind of annoying trying to post, and I didn't want to post half of a photo of a figure. I didn't want you guys to be like, oh, you can't see everything here. So I will be doing a video hopefully soon with that. I want to do a video about like figures, upcoming figures, like in the next couple months. So if that's something that you guys would like to see, I'd like to have some feedback from you guys. Do you guys would like that? Go ahead and leave your comments in the leave your comments in the video. I love to hear from everyone. I'm not opposed to anything. Just talk to me. I'm just like you guys. I like figures, and yeah, that's my thing. So if you guys have any interest in any videos like that, we're talking about other figures that are coming out, future figures, leave them in the comments. All right, and this is the pose we're gonna go ahead and leave off with. Let me go ahead and grab my stand real quick. All right, everyone, sorry about that. I just bought the stand, had a little trouble finding it. This is the pose where he is. Oh, I guess he had bounced a little bit. Sorry about that. And I am using the mounting putty from Gorilla. I do use this type of stuff. I don't really like to use the little C part of the stand, where you can grip the figure. So yeah, this is the pose, and of course, I'm sorry about that, the stand did stop. Yeah, let me just go ahead and zoom in so you guys can get a better view of that. He does shake a little bit, sorry about that. I guess it does happen. This is an eyesore for me, on the stand did stop again. Sorry. Yeah, but it's cool with me. He is holding, it doesn't really matter if you have him posed inside your shelf, and I guess maybe my batteries are dying, but still looks pretty cool. This pose is pretty badass in my opinion. Stopped at the perfect time. All right, and I am using the third-party stand. It's not Tamashii. It looks like the Tamashii stand. It's not an official stand. Let me go ahead and zoom out. Sorry. Yeah, it's not an official stand from Tamashii, but it's a third party from the CT. Pretty cool. But yeah, I try to use the mounting putty on. This is pretty this is a pretty hefty figure, trying to hold him on the third part. I mean on the stand in general. But the CT stand is amazing. I haven't had to tighten anything. It just comes ready, like it's tight on the screws already, and for this stand able to hold cooler and not fall over, that's amazing in my opinion. But yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and go with another pose. I did go ahead and grab my power cord for the stand because it kept stopping, so sorry about that. I am gonna keep it in the video where he kept stopping, so sorry about that. I fixed that now, so my apologies, everyone. I should have did that earlier. All right, and let's go ahead and find another pose to go with. Let's check this out. All right, we're gonna do a pose with his first form face, or before he transforms and put the mask right over it. That's pretty cool. I'll go ahead and swap it out and show you guys. All right, nothing too crazy. All right, and this is the other face. See if we can just zoom in without, you know, messing anything up, because sometimes it does out of focus. Sorry about that. Go back. Just gonna pop his head off. Swap the. I am gonna remove his helmet. There it is, and there you are. Oh wow! I just saw that. I guess there is some paint rub from the eyes. Maybe that's what it is on the back of his horns. Maybe that's what it was. I guess it does rub some of the paint. All right, so this is before he puts that little mask over his face. That kind of sucks. I don't like that that it would be. Let me look. The light a little closer. Sorry. That it would be rubbing off. That kind of sucks. I honestly, in my opinion, I don't like this face. I prefer him with the, you know, with the little cover over his mouth, which is pretty cool in my opinion. Yeah, he looks more human right here. With the, let me just pop this back. I'm sorry about that. There you are. I honestly believe with this head, you can, you know, the whole guard, the mouth guard covering the front. I think that's pretty cool. It makes him more mysterious, you know. If I didn't know who Cooler was and I saw this face, I honestly wouldn't like it. But that's just my opinion. That's how I feel about it. But yeah, let's go ahead and do one where he is pointing. Do I do a pose? I'm gonna go ahead and continue on with the stand. I want to go ahead and use the Tamashi stand. I think it'll be pretty cool. Or not the I'm sorry, not the Tamashi stand, the CT stand. I did get this the CT stand from I believe it's one of my I think it might have been my CT Wolverine. I don't know if anyone does collect CT. They're basically knockoffs of Medicom Mafex's figures, which is pretty cool. I'm not trying to say nothing. I don't have a problem with third-party figures, or, you know, I know some people just call them bootlegs, but I don't mind. I don't know. That's just, I know some people don't like that. Don't like third party, or consider, you know, people copying other figures. You know, the bootlegs. Some people don't like it. I understand, but some of these figures can get expensive, and, you know, you're on a budget sometimes. You gotta do what you gotta do, and figures have gotten expensive due to the tariffs, and, you know, I know right now they're halting a lot of the stuff that's going. A lot of figures. They had, I guess they're trying to figure out how they can, you know, see where they can go here. You know, I know with the tariff situation, it kind of sucks, and I hope that does get resolved. I wanna be able to pre-order new figures. I did have some figures pre-ordered, more Mafex stuff, but due to tariffs, you know, we don't know what's gonna happen. So hopefully that gets taken care of, and yeah. All right, so we got his finger pointing straight down. I'm gonna have him just more looking down than anything, like how the box is, but he is using his other face, but I don't mind. All right, and I haven't seen the Cooler movies in years. It's been years. I can admit that I haven't seen the movies in a long time. I did try to sit down and watch them with my wife maybe a while back, but we didn't get through it. We were trying to figure out which movie I wanted to watch. You know, good question right there. I want to ask, what is your favorite Dragon Ball film that they've released? They've released a lot of films from Dragon Ball. Does anyone have a favorite? My favorite personally is Fusion Reborn and Wrath of the Dragon. So I'm up there with, you know, the Gogeta and Janemba, and I'm up there with the Tapion. You know, there's a lot of cool stuff. You know, where you find out where Trunks got his sword. So, you know, good. You know, I want to know what you guys think. What's your favorite Dragon Ball film? I'd love to hear back from you guys. You know, I hope that you guys feel the same way. I try to communicate with everyone. I want this to be more of I want to be able to talk to you guys, you know. I don't want to feel like, oh, I'm just doing my reviews and I don't care about the community. You guys are my community, so I want to grow with you. I want to know what do you guys think of stuff. And I always like that. I always like when people who do videos talk about, you know, what they like and they want to hear back. I like hearing feedback from people, and I want the same thing. You know, if you guys like talking back, I'm gonna talk back. If you say if you leave a comment, I'm gonna reply to you. I don't have nothing bad to say. I just, you know, I want to communicate with you guys. So if there's anything out there that you guys, you know, want to talk about, or anything going on with the Dragon Ball community, not even the community, it could be anything, go ahead and leave it in the comments. I will reply, and I don't have a problem with that. All right, let's go ahead and put this up here. All right, and let's go ahead and see if we can bring the stand just down a little bit more. Sorry about that. All right, we're gonna go ahead and zoom in. No, maybe I should have left it a little higher. All right. And of course, no one likes to see that, but it's just tack. I know it's an eyesore, but it's cool with me. I'm sorry about the wobbling. This is sorry about the side right there. This is, you know, cooler, final form cooler when he is doing just the pointing. Just trying to mess around with different poses here. I think I personally move the box a little bit. I personally like that the stand, like I said, can hold the weight, so it's pretty cool. All right, let's go ahead and get another pose in here. So check it out. All right, everyone, back with another pose. Let's go ahead and zoom in on him here. Yeah, I think this pose is pretty cool. I like the pose. It's on the back of the box. He looks like he's about to attack, or he's going straight to Vegeta or Goku. It's pretty cool. Yeah, and I like the, like I said, I like the posability of the figure, and I like how you could do so much with the tail, just being able to move him around. Sorry about the stand being a little wobbly. I know it could be some people get annoyed with it. I do occasionally get annoyed with it. Yeah, but I just like the tail. The tail's pretty cool. You could just move it, you know. The rotation in here. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and do another pose. Hey everyone, got another pose going on right now. I did go ahead and improvise and added Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta's blast effect on Cooler. You know, so he had something, you know, holding in his hand while he is doing, you know, this pose. I thought it'd be pretty cool. Yeah, so let's go ahead and zoom in on him. Should I see him better? I think it's much better. And the pose, yeah, like some of the poses they did on the box were amazing. I thought, I always loved what they do on the box. I'm a big fan of the poses. You know, it gives you ideas. If you don't have any ideas, sometimes I'm there as well. I kind of draw a blank on how to do a pose or what I should do. So I always appreciate the pictures on the boxes, and that's why I show them of course inside in every video, and I do a 360 of the box. You know, I care about the boxes. I know some people don't, some people do. It might be something you fast forward on, and maybe it might be something you don't. But yeah, it's pretty cool. This pose is definitely up there. All right. Let's go ahead and take them down. Hey everyone, decided to go ahead and add another pose here with Cooler. It's with Goku. I thought it'd be pretty cool. Yeah, just added the Kamehameha Blast. Yeah. Sorry about the mess on the table. I just wanted to do something a little different, add a little extra here. Trying to figure out my thumbnail, but just thought I'd share it with you guys. I love doing poses. It is a hassle, but I love what I do. I love what I do here on YouTube, and you know, hopefully you guys can appreciate that. Shout out to Pon Cheesy. Posing ain't easy. That's the guy right there who's, you know, definitely watched his videos. He's been a big inspiration to me, him and a lot of people on boxing, nostalgia, Daredevil 19. You know, I love posing my figures. I love showing off, reviewing figures. I never thought I'd be here, but shout out to them. You know, I'm actually doing this type of stuff. I love what I do, so yeah. Hopefully you guys can, you know, see what I'm talking about when it comes to posing. It's pretty fun. If you do have figures, I know that this could be fun, and hopefully you guys understand what I'm saying, you know. Alright everyone, went ahead and did a new pose with Goku, and you know, included as another pose. I thought it'd be pretty cool. Instead of I usually do this in shorts, but I wanted to do it here. I wanted to add a little more flavor to the video. I always like doing poses. I think it's pretty fun. It's just the timing on it, you know. Let me go ahead and zoom in on this. I think it's pretty cool. Goku knocking the breath out of Cooler. Let's go ahead and yeah, I just wanted you guys to see. Check it out. Of course, I am using the tag still, the mounting putty from Gorilla. If anyone needs to use it, definitely go grab some. Yeah, I went ahead and put some. Sorry, I went ahead and took the phone off the stand. I wanted to show you guys what I did here with Goku. I did add some mounting putty to his hand, so he does stay in the pose, and some on his foot. Yeah, I just wanted to show you guys, you know, a little more on here. I like adding more stuff to the videos, trying to add a little more flavor. Like I said, it's fun. It takes its time, of course, but I like doing this, so that's my thing. Yeah. All right, everyone. So go ahead and bring in Cooler here, so we can go ahead and do some height comparison. So I'm gonna bring the camera up just a bit. Sorry about that. And we'll bring in our first figure, which is Goku. Of course, we just saw them battling out on the last parts of the video. Pretty cool. I'm a huge fan of this Goku. If anyone doesn't know, I gave him a perfect 10 out of 10 in my opinion. I think he's great. Thank you for anyone who watched the last video. It was pretty cool. The short was pretty cool. I hope that you guys liked it with Superman. I just wanted to add a little flavor, switch it up sometimes. And this is the Awakened Vegeta next to him, next to Cooler. Really a good height. Yeah, I think they all look amazing, honestly. Alright, decided to move it around because he wouldn't fit on the stand. Alright, he would fit, but not with the Cooler. Alright, let's see if we can get him to stand. I like his tail, it always helps out, like his son. And let's go ahead and move this stand up. This out the way. Let's go ahead and bring Cooler. And of course, King Cold, like, is huge. Alright. Huge. Alright, and like, definitely up there. Man, he's huge. That's all I can say. He tarnishes over his dad. His dad is way taller than him. Yeah, it just looks amazing. Yeah. So let's go ahead and move this guy out the way. Yeah, move him out the way. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say that I feel like this figure is a great figure. Definitely a must in the collection if you are a big fan of Cooler, Frieza, and of the Frieza family in general. I'm a huge fan of Cooler, and I like him over Frieza. I personally think he's a badass. I think that his changes, you know, what he could do to Goku, but of course, you know, Frieza is amazing as well. Especially, like, one of my favorite figures is Mecha Frieza. Like, one of my favorite forms is Mecha Frieza. I haven't received that figure yet. I haven't purchased it, but that is on the to-do list eventually to get him. And yeah, but I don't know. This form is pretty cool, and I did have the metal Cooler as well at one point. Yeah, I had it. I think I've had it twice. One, I traded it and got scammed, and another one was I think I might have sold it. Yeah, but definitely regret selling those. I really want to have those on camera for you guys. I'll do eventually when I get it back, I'll do a video for you guys. But as of right now, this figure to me is a great figure. I don't know, all that you could do with him, and go ahead and grab this. All that you can do with him is pretty cool, pretty amazing. If anyone does like posing, like I said, it's not easy, but yeah, it's pretty cool. But this figure is definitely awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and give him a solid 9 out of 10. I would have gave him a solid 10, but he doesn't have as many accessories as I would like him to have. And Goku, if anyone didn't catch the video, check him out. I gave this one a perfect 10 out of 10 just because of all the stuff he does come with, the extra faces, hands, extra head, the Kamehameha, and just stuff like that. And this, like I said, this figure is a solid 9 out of 10. Go pick them up if you haven't picked them up. You will not be let down. This is a good figure. The price range ranges from like 140 to maybe 200. I got this one for about $100 on Facebook. Look around Facebook. You always can find deals. Just do your due diligence. Do not meet someone at night. Try to meet them in a public place. If you do meet at night, meet in a public place. If you don't feel comfortable meeting someone up, have someone go with you. You know, trades are possible. I know I watch a lot of people out there who do trades, you know, who record vlogs when they're out there trading. You know, I want to do that one day. That's one thing I want to try out. But yeah, get the figure. He's pretty cool. I'd like to say thank you to everyone for subscribing, for watching. I've been seeing my subscribers go up. I've been watching. You know, I love that, and I've been seeing the views go up. So I'm gonna keep pumping out videos as much as I can. If you guys like it, I hope I hope you guys do like it. You guys are watching, so I really want to get to 500 subscribers right now, then maybe to 1,000. That's my goal. But after that, you know, I just want to keep going higher and higher as much as I can, and I want to see you guys. I want to, you know, talk to me. Let me know what you guys comment some stuff. Let me know what you guys think. I want to start doing little posts, you know, about figures I should review. If anything, you know, I want to talk to my community, all the people who are subscribed to me. I want to talk to you guys. If you guys had like something that you guys want me to review something, or have something that I should do better in videos, just talk to me. You know what I mean? I'm here for you guys, and you know, vice versa. It's always gonna be you here for me, I'm here for you. Just talk to me, guys. So shout out to everyone for watching. Like and subscribe to this video. Thank you guys. Super Saiyan Sanchez out.